So, welcome to Tuesday. Hope you worked hard yesterday, and we're going to continue the note taking as we're building and building our thinking about our texts to prepare for the companion books that you're going to be writing when I'm back with you next week. So, as you're digging deeply into your text, I hope that you're working your way into parts of the text that you know are important. Maybe reading and grabbing more notes and doing more thinking from early in the text, maybe some from the middle of the text, maybe even you're going straight to the end of the text and doing some thinking there, moving backwards and forwards to parts that you know are important. Today, what I want to teach you is that when you're writing about reading, you should expect that you'll come to new ideas. As you write, be sure that your thinking and big ideas are explained and developed. Writers can use free writing to explain their big ideas so that others can grasp their thinking. So I'd like to begin by going back to the writing that I was doing yesterday. You remember yesterday I started with some exact quotes, and then I started writing to explore those quotes a little further to work out what I was saying. And I understood there was something about the character in our mentor text. There was something about the way Rosaura was wanting to be the same or different, and I had this idea about the monkey and I started writing. But you'll remember from yesterday I started kind of talking about this, and there was all sorts of things that I wasn't quite sure about. I was really interested in the way the monkey and the sameness and the difference, etc., but I hadn't quite nailed it. So here's the work I needed to do next. I needed to write further to clarify my thinking about the big ideas. I needed to do more writing to really explain the thinking that I was doing yesterday. And actually, what I needed to do, I decided I need to start by doing a little bit more jotting. There's something about this relationship between Rosaura wanting to be like the other girls, not wanting to be a monkey. I'm not really sure what that means just yet. The magician, is he something that represents change? And I was wondering about the boy too. Mustn't be unmanly, says the magician to the boy when he's afraid of holding the monkey. So I'm doing more writing, wanting to really explain very clearly all these ideas I have. My work today is to explain my thinking clearly. Here's what I did. In the story, Rosaura is not sure where she fits. She knows where she wants to fit, with the privileged girls having fun at the party, but her mum tells her that, as the daughter of the housekeeper, she can't be accepted into that world. For Rosaura, it seems the party is a magical place where transformations are possible, and she might be able to become somebody different, a true member of Luciana's friendship group, rather than just the housekeeper's daughter. The magician becomes a kind of symbol of this potential for change. As he can magically make things different. And indeed, he does this when he tells the boy holding the monkey that, quote, "You mustn't be unmanly," unquote, and then gives Rosaura the power to hold the monkey. But the end of the story leaves us wondering if Rosaura has any real chance of change, or if it's all fake magic, and really, I shouldn't write on the side, should I? And really, she's little more than the performing monkey. So you can see the work that I did. I realised that I had an idea, but I hadn't explained it clearly, so I stopped to write more and more clearly to try and work out what my thinking was. Some more jotting helped, but I took an initial idea and I kept writing. These are my steps. I studied one of the responses to reading, conjuring up as much of the thinking as possible. I asked myself, did I make that thinking clear on the page? Definitely not. And if I didn't, which I didn't, then I asked myself, what new thinking is this work leading me to? And I was writing as if I was explaining my thinking to someone. And then I expected my thinking to develop as I wrote. And I actually think there's a lot more that I can do here too, but it's becoming more and more complex. So this is what you're going to do right now. I'm going to ask you to open, as soon as I finish this recording, open your notebook. You're going to stay on the carpet and you're going to work through the notes that you took yesterday or the day before, and you can think, which of my responses might I need to do some more work on? Which one has more thinking that I haven't clearly explained? What is the thinking that I haven't clearly explained? And what do I need to do my writing about? I want you to take a few minutes, and when you're ready to explain to your partner which of your entries so far you need to do more thinking on, then you can head off. You can have that conversation quickly, and then you'll be able to head off and write more to make more sense of what's going on in your notebook. You'll spend today's class doing this writing more clearly to explain the steps in your underlying thinking more clearly, as well as looking for more parts of your text to write about and using your different note-taking strategies as you go. Work hard.